Hey guys, so here we are with yet another haul. Now this haul is going to be from the Sunday that just passed as well as Monday. On Sunday I went to a few Goodwills because I'm in my area. They do dollar days on Sundays as well as Mondays. But on Monday I just went to the Goodwill bins as usual. Found some amazing stuff. All of this right here is from the Goodwill bins. I was in there for I want to say 3 hours. Found some amazing stuff there as well as Sunday. So with that being said, I'm going to start with the stuff on Sunday and then we'll work our way to the bin. So let's get right into it. Let's see. First thing from the oh, also I just stopped at a thrift store as well on Sunday. First thing I found was this North Face jacket. Now I'm gonna do my best to try and get this embroiderment off because if I can, it should be a very decent sale. This is an amazing shit with size large, and it was only $3.99, so $4. And right about now is a pretty decent time to start stockpiling on stuff like North Face and whatnot because we are going into fall and winter. Whoa. So this stuff's value will slowly rise. I could try to sell it as is with these logos on it, but that would dramatically drop the price. Maybe not dramatically, but it definitely will lower the price. But like I said, because of the condition, soft shell, very, very nice shape. If I could get this off, I might be able to get between 25 and 30. If I sold it as is, I might have to expect between 20 and 15. That's just realistic. As of now, if I held on to it and waited until like November and December, different story. So all that's relative. So next up is this. I've never found one of these before. This is the first for me. It's a Peter Millar shirt, but it's a button-down shirt. Most of his button-down shirts are like those dress shirts, you know. This is like all cotton, like a I can't think of the material. I forgot what it's called, but this is more like a let me show right here. But and also it was a Peter Millar collection shirt for only here we go, $2.99. Now, normally I don't like spending $3, $4, $5 on certain things unless it's really worth it. And I like to think something like this, right, could potentially go for that $20 area. I could be wrong, but even if I sold it, like let's say for example, if I sold it for 15, I know that's not the biggest profit, but spending $3 on something and selling for 15, that's not that bad considering. But like I said, I'm not aiming for 15. That's just like worst case scenario. Best case, like I said, I sell it for 20 or more. Next up is a brand I'm starting to find a bit more and more John Varvatos, but like I said, this is not a crazy high dollar brand. It's a decent brand for only even better $1.99. Something like this could once again in that $20 area, 15 worst case scenario. But even then, like I know like when you hear that phrase, you know, worst case scenario, it's still profit, and that's at the end of the day, that's all that matters. I'd rather sell something for 15 and make like $10 after all the fees and whatnot than sell it for like less and lose money in the process. Anyways, next up is another button-down shirt, but this is from Givenchy. Everybody has a different pronunciation for it. Monsieur. Now this was also $3.99. Now I sold something like this similar so long ago. Actually, no, I think that was a polo shirt I sold of theirs, but that one sold for like 25. So this one is actually in way better condition and it's a much bigger size. So I like to think if I could sell this for 25 as well, maybe even 30. Who knows? But we'll see. So fingers crossed. Okay, now we're moving on to the Goodwills. Now this, and like I mentioned before, I don't like spending up on something unless it's really worth it. And this right here was really worth it for sure. First of all, it is a blazer, a black blazer. I know you can't see it, but this is 100% cashmere from Jack Victor. And oddly enough, I think it was a month and a half ago or so, I sold one just like this, except it was a blue blazer. I'll see if I can bring it up on the screen right now and show you guys. From the same brand, Jack Victor. But this one is even better because not only that, it is also Loro Piana 100% cashmere. So that really caught my eye. I was like, wow, I cannot leave this behind. Even though there was no sale for this one, this is a full $10. But what was odd to me, not odd, I mean, that the only silver lining was when I went to pay for it, the cashier said from that particular store, they took away the sales tax. So I really did honestly just pay $9.99, which was I'm not sure why that was. I don't think it was a sale. Who knows? Who knows? I'm not complaining though. I guess if I really got it just for the flat $9.99. But anyways, I'd like to think because of the color, because of the condition as well. Look, there's no holes, there's no scrape. This thing is in amazing shape. Because of that and the lower peon and everything else considered, I'd like to think maybe between 60 and 80, maybe more, but most likely in the 60 area. That lower piano really gave it that extra little push. Now this right here, honestly, I debated. I almost didn't want to do it. It's only because of past experience and the season we're going into. It's the only reason that convinced me to get this or these. It's the exact same thing. Two of them. This is the brand. If you want to show, Allen Flusser, 100% cashmere, quarter zip. They both are. So I guess someone was a fan of Allen Flusser. Both the same thing. Quarter zip, size large, I believe. Yeah, size large. A set. I might try to sell. I'm most likely going to sell them as a lot. We'll see. I could always sell them individually. But the reason I debated about not picking them up is because once again, they were not on sale. They were each $5.99 each. And like I said, that was a lot. $6 for a quarter zip cashmere. I almost didn't get it. The only reason I did is because, like I said, past experience. I have sold a Allen Flusser cashmere sweater before. That was a V-neck, I believe. I don't think it was a quarter zip, and I think I sold it for like 25 or 30, something like that. And I thought to myself, if I bought those two for $12 total, six and six, $12 total, and I sold them each potentially for 30, turning 12 into 60. I mean, is how can you say no to that? So best case, and like I said, we're heading into a more a much can't talk a much more desirable season for this kind of stuff. So I like to think, even if I held on to it for like an extra month, that should be enough to raise the value up a little bit more, and then get the $30 each. Or like I said, I might lot them together, $60, who knows. Anyways, moving on. Now this one was on the dollar sale. Anything with that red tag was going to be $1 that day on Sunday, which is a nice little button-down shirt from the brand Hugo Boss. Now, just because it's Hugo Boss, especially for a new reseller, I don't want you to think that, oh my God, it's a Hugo Boss shirt. This is going to go for like $50. No, don't. You are lying to yourself. The one reason I picked it up, because this is not in general. If this was $6, I never would even pay any mind to it. But for $1, definitely would have got it. Realistically, something like this is going to go for like, in the $15, $20 area. Obviously, I'm going to strive for the $20 area. But even if I sell that one for only $15, I can live with that, knowing I only paid $1 for it. All right, let's see here. Moving on, and we're going to stay on stride with that. Like I said, the red tag means it was $1 for a blazer, which is amazing. And what's even better is when you look inside and you see that it is Burberry's, the vintage logo. $1 for a Burberry's logo. I mean, a Burberry's blazer. Once again, how do you say no to that? This, I can honestly tell you, this I would not be selling for $15 like that Hugo Boss shirt. This, however, could definitely go for a bit more. 30 at the least. I would take 30 at the least. All right. Because I have sold countless Burberry blazers. They always go for between 30 and 40. That's not true. The Burberry London will sell much higher than the standard vintage Burberrys. But like I said, if I pay $1 for it, and if I could sell it for 30, how do you say no to that? Let's see. Moving on, we've got and also anything that day with a black tag was 50% off. So I got this thing for half off, and it was originally 10, as you can see, but half off, so $5 for this all black blazer and I was doing my best. I could not find the pants. It would have been so much better if I had the pants. This, however, as you can see, is a double-breasted blazer, not a single-breasted like most blazers that I come across. But this is from the brand, and I could not leave it behind. Hermenegildo Zegna double-breasted blazer. I was stunned. I was like, I am not leaving you behind. Now, theoretically, because it was half off, if I had waited until next Sunday, and if it was still there, this would have been on sale for $1. And I debated for a second. I thought maybe let me just leave it here. If I'm lucky, nobody will get it. I'll come back and get it for $1. But I didn't want to risk it, because potentially something like this could go in that $40 area, most likely. Once again, just based on past experience with that brand and with blazers, that right there is going to be between 35 and 40, and only spending $5, I can live with that. Now this one was probably the only gamble. I don't like doing that when, if you're going to gamble, in my opinion, if you're going to gamble with something that you're not sure about, you should probably only do that at the Goodwill bins. That way, if it doesn't work out, you only pay like between $1 and $2 or such, for it. I don't like doing it at the Goodwill bin. I mean, at the regular Goodwills, unless it was on sale for $1. But anyway, this was not on sale. This was actually, As you can see, $5.99 no sale, full $6 price tag. The reason I'm gambling is because it is a vintage polo from 1996 of Bugs Bunny in a golfing uniform, and it is the Disney brand. And I thought to myself when I saw it there, $6 in my head. And this particular Goodwill that I went to, my cell reception is horrible. I mean, horrible. So naturally, I try to look up comps, and my phone just won't load. It's just spinning and spinning and spinning and loading. So I just had to gamble, and I thought to myself, something like this, maybe 35, 30 or so. But when I finally got out of there and I looked up the comps, they were not as great. I think some of these were going for like in the $20 area. But I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try to squeeze 25 out of this to get a much better profit margin. But if somebody offers me 20, I probably would take it. Because once again, if I paid 6 but stuff at 20, you're still technically making a profit. But like I said, I just hate. That's like the only bad thing about that particular Goodwill is I don't get cell reception in there whatsoever. And speaking of red tag, $1 for this one right here, this polo shirt. And this brand, I rarely pick up this brand anymore. Nat Nast. Not the when I first started reselling, this brand was pretty decent. If you had priced it right, you could probably sell it within a few weeks. Now that demand is just slowly going down. But anyways, like I said, for $1, I definitely would have tried to get something out of it. So I want to say realistically, once again, this is going to go in that $15, $20 area. If it was, however, the most desirable Nat Nasts would be the 100% silk and the limited edition. I have found the limited edition. Those will sell for in the 40, 50 area. That was awesome. The 100% silk will sell in between the 20 and 30, depending on the size and the design. Just regular rayon like that one is, it's going to go, the 15, 20. But like I said, it was $1. And that's what convinced me to get it. And the last Goodwill item before I get to the bin stuff was once again a blazer. Once again, black tags here was half off, and surprisingly this one was actually only priced at $6, so I really only paid $3 for this. And once again I thought, hey, what if I leave it there and come back, maybe it'll still be there, I'll get it for $1. But just like the other one, I just didn't want to risk it, especially $3 for a blazer like this is not that bad. From Hugo Boss, if I can get the label out, there we go, Hugo Boss. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was 100 Super 110s. I could be wrong. I think that was a different blazer from last week. Let me see. Hold on. Nope. Just a regular, standard Hugo Boss black blazer, single-breasted, for $3. Now, something like this, same as the Burberry, it's probably $30 in that area. But once again, for $3, I'm not going to complain about that. So as you can see, guys, Sunday was not that bad, which was, honestly, on Sundays, I find a very big amount of stuff. This Sunday, not so much. That's still a decent pile. I'm not going to complain. That's still a lot of profit in there. But that was definitely below average when it comes to my Sundays at the Goodwills. But anyways, that's why I like to go there, because you never know what you're going to find. Some of my best finds have still been from regular Goodwills. That's why I don't want to cut them out entirely. So that being said, now let's jump into the Goodwill bins from Monday. Awesome stuff. The only thing I won't be able to show right now is a North Face jacket that I'm washing right now. I should have shown that first before I threw it in the washer. But that is one thing that I did find. All right, here we go. Starting off with one of the better finds of the bins. This little boys Patagonia. This is the better sweater. I have found size medium. I have found the adult version of this a couple of times, and surprisingly, okay, the adult version of this go in the between 40 and 50, 35 on a low day, depending on how much of a rush you're in. So I assume, like a boys version would go for like in the 20, 30 area. Believe it or not, the Patagonia better sweater version model, these also go for the $40 area. That really surprised me. I did not expect that. But like I said, we are going into that season, so that does make sense. All right, let's see here. Next up is, now I might lot these together. This is a women's North Face full zip hoodie. And I found a couple of these. Now the reason I'm not going to show this off too much is because it's, nothing special about it. But like I said, I did find like 3 or 4 of them, I think. So I'm assuming the same person was just donating all of this. Now, if this was March, April, May, very good chance I would have left these behind. But as we're heading into the fall and winter, I am my older stock that I did find during the winter, the spring and summer, is starting to pick up traffic for sure. Once again, and these are all a size large of women's hoodies. So like I said, I'm assuming they must have all came from the same person. So I'm not sure if I'm going to sell those individually. I may just lot them all together and just get them out quicker. But we'll see. Let's see. Next up are these pair. Here we go. A pair of Lululemon leggings, small one. I think this is size 4, I believe. Size 4 Lululemon. I want to say, yeah, value between 15 and 20, because it definitely is the older model. I looked it up, but still, at the Goodwill bins, you cannot pass that up. And speaking of not passing up, at the Goodwill bins, really, I don't find this often, too often, the Travis Matthew. But I have mentioned before, when it comes to polo shirts, I always assume FootJoy and Peter Millar were like some of the best ones, which they still are. But Travis Matthew, for whatever reason, Travis Matthew has a better sell-through rate. So I was happy to find that at the bins of all places. But like I said, I don't find Travis Matthew at the bins too often. It's always at the regular Goodwill you're going to find those. And here's the last and final of the North Face hoodies I was talking about. So like I said, I might lot these up together. I might sell them off individually. We'll see. Whatever works best. Next up is now this, my first time finding something like this. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren. And if you can see, it actually says washable cashmere. I've never seen washable cashmere. And this is a quarter zip. Let me zip it up real quick. Quarter zip men's sweater with a golf logo on it. Or a country club logo, I should say. And yeah, so I'm going to see how well that does. I've never found something that says washable cashmere before. So that's a new first for me. Now, like I said, the Patagonia so far was the most valuable thing. But it really is a tie between the Patagonia boys and this quarter zip jacket from the brand Johnny O. Now, this one also could go for just around like 35, 40 in that area. And like I said, just like the Patagonia, we are heading into, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but we are heading into the right season for this stuff. All right. This was new for me. Now, this was, and I meant this is the perfect time to bring this up. This is a good example of what I call a gamble, okay? Never heard of the brand. It is a higher end brand. Not too many comps online to even look up. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Is it Paul Zilleri? I'm not sure. But anyways, when I looked them up, I think there's only like a handful of these shirts, these particular style. Like I think like 10 or 12, all right? But they were all priced at like 45, 50, 60. And the sell-through rate also was not that great either. But the ones that did sell sold for like 40, 50, 60. So I decided, I'll try my luck. Maybe I can sell mine for that in somewhere in that area. But like I said, if it doesn't work out, I did get it at the Goodwill bin. So I only ended up paying like $1 or so for it. And that I can live with. Now this was actually the first thing that I found on that day. Check this out. This print is crazy on these jeans. I don't know if I can show the whole jeans. Let me back up a bit. But look at this print. And the back is even better. Okay. I know it's not going to be hard to find someone nowadays who's going to want these. All right. This print is very loud, very eye-catching. All right. Definitely going to catch attention with this when you walk into a room. So these are the Victorious jeans. Oh, I completely forgot to even show the logo. Sorry about that. Victorious. Now, the comps on these were like meh, almost as similar as the one I just showed you, that designer shirt. And they don't sell for anything crazy. They sell like in the $20, $30 area. But like I said, the Goodwill bins, I'm perfectly fine with that. And oh my God, I used to pick up so much cashmere when I first started reselling because it was selling so fast. Naturally, in the spring and summer, it did slow down. But we are heading back into that season. I'm not even going to say which one. You already know what it is. I've mentioned like 25 times already. This is a Charter Club 2-ply, size large, pink cashmere sweater. Something like that could definitely go in for about $20 or so. And last but not least, a shirt that definitely needs to be washed. I'm going to wash this before I even try selling it. It does have a few spots on it. But it is from Christian Dior. Is it Monsieur? Yeah, Christian Dior Monsieur. So a men's button-down shirt. For me, honestly, these do sell fairly well in that $20, $25, sometimes $30 area. But like I said, I definitely need to wash it out. It definitely has a few spots on it, that's for sure. But anyways, guys, that was everything from Sunday and Monday. Like I said, guys, awesome, awesome finds. Can't wait to put that stuff up and see what I get for it. Especially that cashmere blazer. That was, I think, between Sunday and Monday, the most valuable thing by far. It was that cashmere blazer. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I will be uploading as often as I can. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys next time.